Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. We've got like three more Moriko episodes. Oh, what the hell? Oh no, it's literally unplayable. My computer does this weird thing that I don't get where it like makes the bottom right corner of the screen like completely uninteractable. I don't know if it's like a virus or whatever, but let's see this. Like, is this gonna work? Like, can I click here? Can I click here? No, I still can't click in the bottom right corner of my screen. That's so annoying. Okay, I have like an ancient technique idea that's like super dumb while I'm in the middle of a recording session, but I'm just gonna turn the monitor off. What's the worst thing that can happen? Actually a lot, but like, you know. Turn the monitor off. I'm turning the monitor back on. It doesn't look like World of Horror has been loaded like as a window yet, so it hasn't messed up on OBS. Oh god, what's happening? It's still not fixed? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you? I can't click the button. Like, it's like there's like an overlay or something up here that I just can't close for whatever reason. Is this... Okay, I think I figured it out. I have I have this program called Super Anti-Spyware, and I've always had it on my computer, because when I first built my computer, my friend was like, oh, you should get this. Like, I know, like, a bunch of computer tech guys who swear by this thing, and it's free. And so I got it. And I've just sort of had it forever, always, since I built my first computer, like, a decade ago. God, wait, no, was it a decade ago when I built my first PC? I don't even know. That's crazy. Because, like, I was using pre-builts and laptops for most of my, you know. And then I built, like, my first computer with my friends, like, it was probably, like, 11 years ago? Maybe 12 years ago? It's definitely a little over a decade ago, for sure. And then I remember when it got the computer working, it was, like, one of the first things that I downloaded, and I brought it to the new computer, too. And so, it puts this stupid, like, invisible thing in the bottom right corner. It puts this stupid thing in the bottom right corner that makes it invisible. And we'll do all perks. And it's like invisible, and it means that you like can't interact with the bottom right corner of your screen because it like overlays itself on every single thing possible. Misery worm, misery worm, misery worm. Oh god, it's misery worm. So we start Labyrinth of the Demon King today. That should be out a little bit after this video, and by a little bit I mean probably like a couple hours, because I'm getting this video out a little bit. Like, what I want to do is, I think I talked about this before, and this is very stupid, but it's like visually pleasing to me, is I like it being like World of Horror episode variety, World of Horror episode variety, so that when you look at the channel on the list, it's like, it alternates. So I'm gonna wait until this episode, which I'm recording right now, goes up. I recorded the Demon King episode earlier, and it's all ready to go. It's just that this one is gonna be the limiting factor. I'm recording this right before a little bit of a free company event. A little bit of a free company event as a treat. I don't think I'm gonna upload any of that stuff to this YouTube channel. I have like a private YouTube channel that there is literally no reason for you to try to find it. Also, it's not impossible to find. It'd be pretty easy to find. But I have a private channel where all the videos are like unlisted, which is the reason why there's no point in finding it, because it's like, it's a personal... I don't even upload anything that's, like, personal information on there, because, like, first of all, there's no point, because, like, Google... Well, okay, it's twofold. It's twofold, right? Which is very important, right? So, the first thing is, like, the old school never provide easily identifiable information online about yourself. And we did see Moriko this time, I swear. But we're on all perks, so we're probably not gonna get, It's Look Who It Is. We'll do the Moriko Hunter's jacket. Why not? We'll take the leather jacket. Oh, we're on Fatalist. Ooh, that's gross. For each spell learned. All right, that's gonna be pretty easy to avoid completely. I forgot to take the money, chat. I forgot to take the money. That's fine. We can get Jar of Blood and then start bawling. But first of all, you know, the old school sort of, like, when the internet was, like, I'm not gonna say it was new, because it had been around for a bit. It's just it started becoming, like, this is crazy to think about nowadays, but like whenever you go, like when I was a kid, the best that you got was like the family computer, you know what I mean? And then eventually, you know, internet started becoming like everybody's got their own computer, everybody's got their own, like video game consoles are online, that sort of thing. Like the GameCube and the Dreamcast did have online functionality. And I remember in Japan, Phantasy Star Online was bundled with internet service that could like play the game. Because when it came out, people didn't have like people didn't have the internet service to be able to play the game online, and the selling point for the game was to be able to play it online. So I never really, I'm gonna be honest, I mostly played Phantasy Star Online on the GameCube. I played it very little on the Dreamcast. My first console was an N64, and then my second console was a GameCube. And then everything else after that was just, like, going retroactively back. God, I remember when the 360 came out. That shit was crazy. That was, like, was that, like, 2000? When was that? Like, 2006? Hold on, I gotta check this. When did the Xbox 360 come out? 2005! Bro! Dude, that's crazy. I have never seen the Xbox 360e before. I have always had either the original model or the Slim. I have never seen the E in all my life. Like, I didn't even know that's a real thing. That disk drive looks crazy. That honestly looks like like the predecessor to the Scorpio or whatever. God, the 360 was... When did the GameCube come out? I shouldn't be looking this up. This is really bad for, like, 2001, bro. That's so fucked up. Dude, I don't want to think about that. I don't know why I looked it up. Why did you let me look it up? What the hell's wrong with you, huh? You punk? Jesus Christ, man. I still vividly remember, like, the original Xbox 360, like, dashboard. You know, the one with the, Because, like, the one that they had that I remember the most was, like, the more modern, like, Microsoft Store-esque thing where everything's, like, a block. But, like, they still had themes back then. I miss themes, dude. Like, you used to be able to, like, buy a theme of, like, your favorite game, and then the game's music would play when you turned on the console. Like, I had the Skyrim theme for the 360, and then for my PS3, I had, like, whatchamacallit, it was I had the Little Big Planet theme for a while, but there was a different theme that I had, and I actually don't remember, but it played, like, a song that I really liked, which is why I had the theme. Like, it used to completely redesign. Like, I remember the PS3 themes, they would redesign everything. I don't want to fight this guy. Like, you're kind of a dickhead, honestly. But, like, they would redesign what the icons looked like in the heads-up display. So, like, if you had, like, the Killzone theme, it would make it look like you had the, whatchamacallit. Yeah, we'll buy them around, it's alright. Because then, what we can do, with this excellent display of World of Horror skill, I don't wanna tempt it. Do we have... The village is doomed, the hospital is doomed. We're not gonna ever get trapped in the village that matters. Like, any village exclusive mystery isn't really real. Like, the closest is Fear Festival, but, like, still half that's forest. But we could get trapped in the hospital, so we should absolutely work on doing something like that for sure. I almost clicked the worst possible button imaginable. Now, this is risky, because you can't really easily get rid of Kana. You can't really kill Kana. And the Misery Worm might be, like, plus Doom for every ally or whatever. But right now, we're getting it kind of easy, because it's, like, plus Doom for every spell that you have. And we're never gonna get a spell, so It's really just gonna be, like, items, money, allies, injuries, curses. Those are the things that we're more worried about, and we're gonna get those, like, now or later. So, we're, like, pretty fine on not doing that. For each ally, well, now we're paying the tax for Kana. It is what it is. Kana is worth 8% Doom, I think. Now, are we going to get punished for that? I mean, probably, but we would have to kill Kana in this mystery, and I don't really want to do that. So, I mean, I think we just take the stamina damage even though we're already full. Even though we're already full up, you know? I think that's probably the thing to do. But, like, video game consoles used to be, like... They used to be ballin', man. Like, you get a... Like, I'm not gonna get a Switch 2. Probably not. They would have to come out with, like, an insanely awesome game. Like, I don't think the next Splatoon is gonna do it for me, because I never really played Splatoon 3 that much. Like, honestly, the last Nintendo console that I really, really, really enjoyed was, like, the 3DS and the Wii U. I never really, like, went with Nintendo onto the Switch stuff, because I liked Splatoon 2, but I never really played it as much as I played Splatoon 1, and then, like, the only thing I played on my Switch was, like, Animal Crossing New Horizons for, like, 3 months or whatever, and then, like, Super Mario Maker 2, and I made, like, 3 levels. And I think that's about it. I actually do think I made, like, a pretty cool level, but, like, it's, there was a level that I made that was just, like, a fuckers level that was, it was just all spikes, and Super Mario Maker 2 had, like, really tight spike, hitboxes, so it was just a really annoying piece of shit level. But I never beat it because I was too lazy to just grind it out. But it had a cool gimmick where if you used the checkpoint, it was kind of harder, but there was an easier ending, and the level itself was a little bit easier if you did it from the beginning, because there was a way to get into a room that you could only get into if you started from the beginning of the level, and if you went in that room, you got, like, a power-up, and then that power-up would allow you, if you kept it throughout the level, it would allow you to, get, like, it would allow you to get to a secret, which made it easier. I think it unlocked the second checkpoint. Or maybe it unlocked the checkpoint. No. It gave you a secret, and it gave you an easier ending. Because it gave you, like, a shelmet, and then the end had, like, things that would hit you if you didn't have the shelmet, so you'd have to dodge them. And you could also set up, like, you could preview the ending at the beginning of the level, and then you could set up the conveyor belt to make sure that because it was, like, an on-off switch, you could set that up how you wanted it. It was a really cool level. I just never really, like, buckled down and beat it because I'm not very good at Mario Maker. But I do genuinely like that level, and I want to go back and upload it. I think when they announce that you won't be able to upload levels anymore for Super Mario Maker 2, if they haven't already done that, because I have no idea. Is this our second enemy, by the way? Am I crazy? Yeah, it's our second enemy. If they haven't already disabled your ability to make Mario Maker 2 levels, and they, like, announce it ahead of time, I'm gonna, like, get a Nintendo... I'm gonna go back to Mario Maker 2, and I'm gonna make sure that level's uploaded. The worst possible outcome of all worlds. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna beat you to death with hammers, and there's nothing that you can do to stop me. Oh... There we go, we're fine. It's look who it is. It's look who it is, as it were. But we all know who it is by this point. You know, we've all been here for so long. Unless this is your first video, in which case, like, you don't know who it is. But everybody else, we all know who it is. And we're not, like, gatekeeping or anything. It's just, like, we know who it is, and you don't know who it is. But it's just kind of how it is, you know? I mean, there's no real point. We can just take the damage. We're full health, technically. Which is not a good, not a good thing to be technically full health when your max sanity has been stripped, but we're technically full health, and that's good enough for me to at least feel comfortable to take, like, a little bit of damage. I have no idea why I did that, but that's what we did, chat. Look who it is. Oh my god, my Doom. The Misery Parasite grows larger. You know, I don't like parasites. I think they're kind of, like, gross, honestly. Oh, no freaking bath? The order won't matter anyways. For every active injury. For every active injury. Masochism is not an injury, but it can lead to those things. So we have to be a little bit careful. In real life. Thankfully, this isn't real life, and masochism just means that you get, like, a benefit for fighting in combat. There's, like, no disadvantage at all. So we're, like, feeling pretty good about that, I guess. Doomed location, high threat level location, potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Get down to low threat level, idiot. But yeah, we're just kind of hastily recording a World of Horror episode before I have plans. Before I have scheduled plans, so it's like... What else is new? What else is new? What else is who it is? You're doing 1 sanity damage. This is so frustrating. Canis, the lunar cat, actually being annoying in 2025? I remember that in the old version of, like, Kyofo no Sekai or whatever, right? Canis had, like, an ability where it did, like, +1 damage per ally that you had. Is that true? Is that real? Oh, the lack of perception sucks, dude. We need 2 more pieces of perception to do 12 damage a turn. What the hell is wrong with you? 12 damage a turn? That's nothing. Alright, what if we dodged? What if we dodged? What if we dodged and then we hit Canis? Just the happy feet. It's greed. All it is greed. All it is greed. It's excessive greed that doesn't matter. Canis tears into you. How is that doing sanity damage, then? If he tears into me, do I just... Am I like, oh, I'm so sad that the cute little kitty doesn't want to be my friend. I'm gonna cry. Like, what the hell, man? Well, we don't really have the Sanctity or the Doom to make me feel comfortable doing this. You know, we've been playing without the Monument, and that's probably, like, lowering our win rate by, like, 10% or whatever. If it's active curses, by the way, at any point, we're fucked. Because we could technically get rid of both of these curses, but it's like, we really don't want to, because getting rid of these curses is, like, just so bad. It's just so bad. It's not worth it. The Misery Parasite is so funny because it's like, I think it's the epitome is like the prime example of like swinging World of Horror RNG. It's like, every mystery, you get a debilitating debuff that's like the worst thing in the game, and you just kind of have to deal with that. And it will lose you games, like, every single time, because as the run goes on, like, let's say you get lucky, and, like, the first 4 Doom curses aren't that bad. Well, guess what? The pool is narrowed, and if you got 4 Doom curses that don't affect you, then that means you're basically guaranteed to get one that does. It's just really annoying overall, I think. For each item in your inventory. For each item in your inventory. For each item in your inventory. Well, guess what? Guess what, chat? What if I used the sewing kit? What if I used the handcuffs? What if I used the broken bottle? What do you think about these things? Which is, it's kind of annoying that I have, like, the sewing kit and not, like, a sanity healing thing. But, I mean, how do you get prescription pills, right? It's like, they don't exist. It's way easier to get painkillers. In, like, every way possible. You technically do lead to sanity gain, but, like, if you were stamina, I would take you, I think. If you were stamina, I would take... We can't take anybody for Doom, we can't take anybody for sanity. Get a grip? Sure, that's fine. It's not actually that good. It's actually pretty bad. Now, we have to get rid of these items. Remember to get rid of these items, chat. Oh, you want all of my money so you can double my money? You'll give it back to me, right? Okay, so we're gonna use the sewing kit. And then we're gonna, hopefully, throw the broken bottle at the enemy. And then maybe handcuff them if we're, like, super lucky. How did I make the... Oh, wait. How did I make the knowledge check? I have 8 knowledge. It's my highest stat. I'm dodging and I have a camera? Oh my god. Oh my god. Get the fuck out of here. I have a camera and I'm dodging? I think that, like, sometimes I should just be shot and killed, honestly. I think that, like, sometimes you just, like, need to be, like, put down like a dog. And I'm not talking about, like, you, I'm talking about, like, myself in that regard. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you think that you should just be put down like a dog. And you're like, yeah. But unfortunately for me, I probably won't have to wait that long. We got 2 more mysteries going on here. Every item in my inventory. Get me out of here, dude. Please be ending it. Please be timeline A. Please be timeline A. Dog shit item for Moriko and the doom penalty? No, 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 please no, please no, please no, I beg of you. Let me through, let me through! Beautiful, wonderful, excellent. The misery parasite grows larger. Did you know that the misery parasite grows larger? 65 doom, last mystery. I hate you. I hate you, you son of a bitch. +1 perception's kinda goated. +1 perception kinda goated. Oh, nightmare hell. Evil creature of the night. You motherfucker. If only we had perception. If only perception was our highest stat. That would actually be like a reasonable thing we could do. We gotta run. We gotta run from homie. Like, as much as I hate to say it, we gotta run from homeboy. And just hope that we pick up 3 EXP. It should literally be impossible not to level up here. But, we absolutely gotta do that. Deft handling? About fucking time. Save for greed, save for greed, save for greed. Just pray that deft handling is enough to give you, like, 120 for your attacks. We can't fight the boss. We cannot fight the boss. I don't want to fight the boss. We're not gonna fight the boss, chat. I mean, we have like 80 more billion knowledge, so we've got to try to flex that muscle when we can. Light source is nice, but I don't think we're gonna equip it. Because I kind of prefer having the camera as like a get out of jail free card. You don't have time for this. I've literally never not clicked that button because it's like the most beneficial thing imaginable. Like, you could have, like, the only way those events would be better if it's like failure, nothing, success, heal, or failure, nothing, and success EXP for the remaining 2 options. Like, if there's a failure condition that hurts you, it's like not worth it. It's like not worth it at all. Under no circumstance. Like, just take the pass. Just take the free pass. It's so good. It's so fucking good to just click a button and progress the mystery. And for nothing else to happen. You're a son of a bitch, and I don't think we can run. 80% Doom. We get up to 80% Doom. We go up to 82% Doom. I think I remember my seconds, but, like, also, like, fuck, man. We got... How does this look? It's 8 damage, we got a 50% chance to dodge. I want to save the Doom, I'm gonna be honest. Do we have... Okay, have we gotten the Blood Moon? No, okay, so we're fighting him, I don't want to get plus 10% Doom randomly, I think 10% Doom randomly would be pretty bad. And I would like to keep the flashlight, but I will throw it if we get low. But what we can do is we can go camera, and then we can just continue to do this, and then you're dead next turn. Honestly, the fact that we made one of the coin flips is, like, completely fine. That's not so bad at all. Okay, it was Winds of Plague, but, like, I'm on to you. I'm on to you. I'm aware of your tricks, game. The parasite grows larger, plus 7% Doom. Oops, I kind of forgot to give my EXP away. Because you can do that, right? Throw away 1 fund. Can't you, like, give the misery parasite your EXP? Or is that not, like, a mechanic? Is it only money? Oh my god. You have to use the police station? Are you kidding me? Okay, hold on. So, -3. -3, -3. We're good. -6, -3. -6, -3. Okay, so we do have to... I'm gonna heal once. I'm just gonna heal once. I don't know why. I'm just gonna heal once. I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. We're gonna heal once. We're just gonna heal once. We're just gonna heal once, and we're gonna be on our way. We actually have 8 knowledge. There's no knowledge check. It's strength and dexterity, but it's very funny that we have 8 knowledge. Because I am not thinking, like, oh yeah, Moriko is gonna have, like, 80 more billion... I think it's fine to just go for it, right? Wait, we have a gun. Yeah, it makes sense. We never shot the whole... We never shot the whole run. Honestly, that's kind of nuts that we have 8 knowledge. That's so funny. What a weird run. I don't like doing the Misery Worm very often because, as we just remembered, you can't get rid of your EXP unless you have Genji Ito or the police station. So it's like a real motherfucker debuff. But we just got lucky. The worm swings so much because it's like there are so many bad ones that you can't really control, like how much EXP you have, or how many curses you have. Both of those things are, like, super bad, and you can't really, like, there's no way to re-roll the worm. There's no interacting with the worm besides suffering. Which, I mean, I think that's the whole point, because it's called the Misery Worm, but listen, you know who it is? Unless you're brand new here, in which case, you know, stick with us. You'll figure out who it is eventually. And, I guess what we'll do is, no, we'll do the bundle, we'll do the lull. I got, like, 8 minutes before the thing I gotta do starts, and I can do that thing while these videos are rendering, so let me just hit this funny button real quick. Yo, what up? We're back. Alright, so I gotta go with my goat Briar every single time until it's her. Someday it will be her, and I'll be very happy. Alright. We are in the same position as we were yesterday. Not Noxus, so not Katarina. Not Jungle, so not something like Vi. So we can try... I mean, we know it's not Neela, because yesterday's champion was Neela. You can see that right there. We guessed Neela yesterday. Let's try Leona. Not a support. Human, mana, melee. Okay, how about Camille? We'll find out if she's one of the horsewomen. So probably a horsewoman. Irelia? Middle top? She's middle top? Human spiritualist? You can't see it right now, but I'm holding my hands. I'm holding my face in my hands. Okay. Human spiritualist. That gives the game away. It completely does. It's look who it is. Somewhere between 2011 and 2016. Pretty sure that's not Kiana. Definitely not Warwick. Top alone is so annoying. Because it's like, I had no idea Aurelia was, like, historically mid-top. Because I've always seen her top. Like, it's not Riven, right? Like, Riven is, like, Ionian. No, like, Riven's Noxus, right? Or is that just where she is right now in the lore? I don't know. Does that count? How does that work? Like, it's not Akali, because Akali's mid would be mid, or mid-top. I would say Akali's mid. That's what I would think. Being, like, so long ago, like, over a decade ago as a champion is, like, crazy to me. It's like, who the hell could you be? Because it's like, I initially would think, like, Akali, but I don't think it's Akali. I'll guess Akali just to get her out of my mind. Yeah, she's middle exclusively. And she's not a human spiritualist. Who the hell is a human spiritualist? Like, you got that, like, designation rolled out? You got the definition? Human spiritualist, only top lane. Like, that can only be, like, we get in these really weird situations where it can literally only be one person. And I have no idea who it could be, because they're melee, and they're not named Irelia. Like, I don't know, I would think, like, Shen or something. Like, Kale is melee ranged, right? Ah, she's also magically altered. Are you fucking kidding me? I cannot believe I thought Alawi was 2016. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't remember she was 2015. Locked, loaded, and ready to rock it. I mean, Corky? Rumble? Ready to fire. Who the Tristana? It's gotta be Tristana, right? Yeah.
Locked, loaded, and ready to rock it.
I used to main Tristana. I should have known that. How about a drink? I play Singed. Okay, sheep. That's gotta be kindred, right? Sheep and wolf, lamb and wolf. Bow and arrow skull emoji. True! Oh, come on, dude. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Fucking Vi Classic? Like, just vanilla Vi? Default Vi? Like, come on. It is so funny to me, by the way. I bring this up every time I think about Vi. It is so funny to me. What the fuck? This is somebody dashing. This is somebody dashing. So who the hell dashes like this? Irelia. I got Irelia on the brain. Oh, it's Yasuo. What am I thinking? Of course it's Yasuo. What am I, stupid? Anyways, I think it's so funny. I'll always think it's so funny that, Vi is literally, like, her original intention as a character is that she's the police brutality champion. Like, her entire shtick is that she wants you to resist arrest so that she can beat the shit out of you. And so it's like, it's crazy to me that, like, come on. It's crazy to me what they did to her in Arcane. It's crazy! And they can't decide what kind of character they want Vi to be. Because it's like, is she the police brutality enforcer character? Or is she like the Zaunite rebel whose parents were killed by, like, Piltover enforcers? You know, it's like, what are they trying to do? It's genuinely, like, I was thinking, this thing went viral on Twitter recently, or like, at least it showed up in my feed, where it's like the, that one, like, bad Batman movie, where it's like, is it Deadshot? Slade? I don't know, I'm out of the comic books, but like, Deadshot is like walking his daughter through like a dark alleyway, and Batman swoops up behind him, and then like, fights him in front of his daughter, and it's like, ah, yes. Something Batman would definitely do is appear in front of a child in a dark alleyway and then take their parents away. That's like some dumb shit like Green Lantern, Eldritch Batman, or like Batman Who Laughs, some stupid shit like that, man. Oh, man. But, anyways, yeah, no, I think, it's so weird that, like, Vi is just sort of like, it's so weird because, like, League of Legends has a lot of really interesting stories to tell, and I would really like to see something, like, I know they're doing Noxus and, like, the Black Rose for, like, Arcane Season 3 or whatever. They're gonna call, if they call it something different, they're stupid. Like, yeah, I get it, Arcane is about the Arcane or whatever, but, like, it's so iconic. It would be like saying, like, oh, you know, our company, HBO, is, like, synonymous and, like, goes hand in hand with quality TV shows. And when people think of, like, the best, most well-made TV shows ever made, they think HBO. We should call ourselves Max. You know, that would be like that would be like a similar thing. It's like, people don't think, when people think of Arcane, they don't necessarily even think of League of Legends, right? Like, when people, they think of Arcane, right? Like, if you call it, like, the Black Rose, or you call it, like, like something like that, you know, you like if you call it something that's not Arcane, there's gonna be like 5% of your audience are going to miss the show because it's not called Arcane Season 3. Like, I'm sorry, like, you have made a show where Jinx, Caitlyn, Vi are all... Jinx, Caitlyn, Vi, Victor, Jace are all really popular, and people really like them, and people want to see more of them. And then you're thinking, like, okay, let's tell a story in, like, Noxus. Like, no, but... like, you're gonna have to either do it again, or you're gonna have to get, like, a new fan base, or you're gonna have to do, like, I don't know, it's so weird. Anyways, have a good one. Stay safe out there. Bye.